are here today, we're using these LED strips. So this is what every student had today and was able to experience in code. This is the original. Hi everyone, my name is Paith Philemon and I am a software developer here in the Twin Cities. I am in Mr. Carlson's class today teaching about STEM, software engineering, and learning about LED strips as well.
Fantastic. Paith, thank you so much for coming to Mr. Carlson's class. We're very excited to have a software developer here to share your gifts and talents with the students in Mr. Carlson's class here at Southwest High School. So Paith, tell me, what did you experience in the classroom? How did the students receive hearing about the many, many jobs that are available in software engineering right here in the Twin Cities?
I was so well received when I came into the class. The students were so kind and so ready to at least absorb what type of information I was ready to give them. I had to realize first that everything is coming from an introductory phase and that everything is being introduced newly to them, especially some of the conversations and some of the hard technology skills and words that I was using had to be just brought down to a little bit more understanding and said better in layman's terms. So what I found is talk as an engineer, but talk as though you're trying to train somebody and trying to help them learn a new coding structure, learning about programming, and learning about software engineering skills.
Fantastic. Do you think, if you think about all the people that you work with that are as technology and software developers and engineers, tell me a little bit about how other engineers view our future workforce. Do they think that there are enough kids learning software?
Absolutely not. There's not enough students, not enough BIPOC learning about technology and engineering, and so that's why it really motivates me to be in these communities and to be in these schools to advocate and spark that innovation and interest towards technology and Python and coding.
Fantastic. And you know, through our sponsors and other organizations, we know that in the Twin Cities, there's almost 40,000 jobs, technology jobs from the many, many world headquarters here. And one of the slides we had was over half of them, almost 22,000 of them, were software development jobs. Based on, we're going to talk about your activity next, but based on what you saw here today, how quick did the students pick up on the beginning coding? Because many of these students are not coders.
Instantly. So the first thing they had to just be told to do was, this is what you need. And right away they took out the instructions themselves, navigated to the sites, downloaded the applications, and as well as copied over the code that was needed to create the output for the LEDs. So they picked up that information very fast. The only thing that is that there may be a little bit of lack of accessibility to be able to get these technologies and to get in touch with these tools and these applications.
So tell us a little bit about the students' technology that they learned today. There was many, many technologies. Even myself and the teacher were very excited to hear you sharing the languages and the tools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would say, first of all, we taught so much, we covered so much in such a small amount of time. I even can't believe it myself now, just looking back. We covered introduction to Python, MicroPython, all through these LED strips that really you'll be able to see as an example. But regardless, Mr. Carlson really showed out as number one person who really picked up Python with hands-on, no instructions. The other students as well, they got right into it, being able to change colors, being able to understand what some of the lines of code meant. So very, very impressive day, and very, very just complimentary to how much talent and how much we are capable of doing with anything.
Yes, absolutely. What do you recall as some of the comments of the students learning? In particular, I remember one student was absolutely excited about it. How do you feel the students walked away after experiencing your workshop?
My favorite thing was just hearing them thank me, which I didn't even know what to respond to. Like, why are you thanking me? The job now is for you to continue on learning about these soft skills and these hard skills. But they said so many great things. They were motivating me and really encouraging me to keep doing it and keep exposing as many students as I can. But they found it very easy. They were telling me that they got it. And they only asked me to come over to explain some of the things that were errors that they were receiving, such as modules not being named correctly or modules not popping up. So quite impressive, very impressed by them. So this is a $20 LED kit that is able to be purchased through Amazon, AliExpress, and a few other motherboards and circuit boards and whatnot. But ultimately, it's $20, and it's really built to teach the basics of programming, and that's what we did here. And the basics of programming when it comes to this is MicroPython. And in the MicroPython, it's just using if-and statements and for loops to code and number the colorings on this LED strip. And students today were able to create any type of color strips that they wanted. My favorite demo to do is to use my favorite country's flags. And then I'll change these colors to black, green, red, and yellow. And today we got all types of sequences. We're using storing all code on the GitHub repo, which is on Dan McCurry's Coloring LED GitHub. And today students got exposed to GitHub repo, they got exposed to Thony IED, and exposed to MicroPython, which is the code used in order to output such amazing colors and variables.
Paith, can you tell us a little bit about the organization or about your personal involvement with the initiative?
So Dan McCurry decided to build some LED strips so that they are affordable and students have access to technology in inner cities and outer cities. And on behalf of Dan McCurry, Code Savvy has been where these LED strips have been used as workshops and as well as to work with students in volunteering areas. So thankful for all the work that has been contributed into building probably like 15 to 30 LED strips, so every student has access and exposed and given access and acceptance into learning any type of programming language that they are interested in.
Fantastic. So is there anything that you want to say to the potential teachers, to the students or the adults responsible for the students about their future in technology, or anything you care to share?
I'd only share my last bit of words is what has helped me get to where I am today, and it is all the people that have played roles to make sure that all of my multifaceted skills are honed in, honored, or at least tapped into in some type of form. So everybody has a responsibility, just like I told the students today. Your responsibility now is to continue on the learning process and then to turn around and teach as many people as you can, because there's short career, I'd say accessibility to technology. We're all very, not limited, but I would say we need more of us and more of our same thought thinking, and there's more of our leaders in the fields.
Fantastic.
So I'd say continue the work.